following program is intended for a mature listening audience. Graphic and explicit language may be heard at times. The views expressed and opinions given by the individual hosts and their guests do not necessarily express those of this station or sponsors. Listeners are advised that neither the station nor owners and agents will be held liable for the content of this program. Rebroadcast, redistributed, or reused without the express written permission without the host or producer is not allowed. You are listening to Family Spirit International.
Hey, what's up?
We are ready to rock another Monday night. I got to tell you this story that happened this weekend. I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, you guys know I'm a big Alabama football fan, and me and my youngest brother were at the game. And, you know, this is the last year that they're going to have divisions in the Southeastern Conference. So everything's going to one big conference now because we added Texas and Oklahoma. So me and my brother sit in the stadium after the game was over, just took it all in. And then we walked down to where we put my dad's ashes last year. And of course, we're sitting there reminiscing about it. My dad shows up. He's been dead since August of last year. My dad shows up and goes, "You two little bastards be the only ones I know that put my ass in a coffin corner." So I was like, "That's my dad, man."
Listen,
it made him funny because we cremated Dad, but we sprinkled some of his ashes. So it was his little way of getting a joke. Y'all that are not football fans, coffin corner is like right before each goal line on right or left side. It's like within the 1 yard line to the touchdown line. So if you get the ball, especially on a punt, if it rolls out, it calls it a coffin corner. But yeah,
I'm so glad you explained that because I've been like, what the heck?
That's
I
why
was Googling it. I was Googling. What does that mean?
Jennifer, I had to tell Jennifer what it was too. She was like, "I never heard of it." I said, "All right, baby, look, okay, you got end zone here, then you got 1 yard line, 2 yard, blah, 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 all the way up to the 50. It goes back, counts down the same numbers. Well, at that 1 yard line from end zone to end zone, which is 53 feet across on the football field, 100 yards wide, that one inside that 1 yard line into the goal line, if you kick a ball and it bounces out of bounds anywhere within that 1 yard line, it does not cross the goal line. If it crosses the goal line, it's just a touchback. Then the team takes it on 25. But I thought that was funny. So my dad was making jokes. I just enjoyed it. It's like I told her yesterday. She's like, "Dude, that's just too funny." I said, "I got to tell that on air." And then it made me feel so good that my dad.
I was like, I think I know what that means, but I'm not sure. And I was laughing, and then I got off the phone. And I was like, "Matt," and I told him, and he was like, "That's funny." And I said, "Okay, so it means what I thought it meant. I got it."
Yeah, it took me a while to explain to Jennifer. It's like, "Okay, babe," she said, "I've heard of a coffin. I've heard of a corner." She thought it was actually literally a coffin.
Hey, Gwen. Hey, David. Hey, Crystal.
Well,
we're getting a great chat room built.
There we are.
Yeah, we're going to bring our guests on in just a few minutes. Christopher may or may not be with us tonight. He had an appointment earlier today, and he might just go to bed, he said. And I said, "Well, good for you. It's all right. You can take a day off."
Yeah, really. Yeah, we're going to keep him at the same pace. It don't matter.
Hey, Haunted Syndicate, thank you for watching.
That is me.
So
actually
excited. Oh, you silly thing.
That's our other page we have. So.
Right. Haunted Syndicate. I get this one mixed up with there's another one. I'll have to look and see which one it is.
Well,
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Well, I still actually own Ghost Mafia, Haunted Syndicate, and there's several other like variations of it that I have. I put it all under the Family Spirit umbrella now, so it's mine and yours.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Now, wow, I feel great now. I love it.
Well, this just gives us a few more ways for people to watch us. You can watch it on my page, Lee's page.
Right.
You can go to both of our YouTube pages because it's simulcasted on all of those. It'll be on Roku. And Lee's show just got picked up by Apple TV. Repossessed.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Repossessed.
Sweet.
Yes, Repossessed is now on Apple TV, and it's also on Hulu, and soon it'll be on the History Channel in Canada, and which means it may be also here in the United States. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but the day's coming. I don't have my filter on, so you see my guitar, you see my medicine wheel hanging,
Love
yeah.
it.
Sorry about all that. But I'm just having a great night. I got a new puppy. Her name is Luna. She's a blonde Frenchie, and she's white blonde. And the spots
beautiful.
on her, yeah, she's a mess. And the spots on her are dark blonde, and it looks like the craters on the moon.
Oh my goodness.
And that's where she got her name from. My daughter-in-law, soon to be daughter-in-law, named her. I'm watching her chew a bone now.
Oh,
yeah.
See, now that I know how you got your Frenchie, if they ever have another one, let me know. I will drive to South Carolina because Jennifer wants a Frenchie, and I'm not paying $2,500 for the dang thing or $5,000 for a dog. Sorry, love dogs, but not that much.
Yeah, bless her heart. She was a show dog, and they used her for breeding, and she had several C-sections. She's only 3.
Good gosh.
And when she couldn't have puppies anymore,
She just became a piece of trash.
Yeah, they booted her, and she was found by animal control and taken to the Humane Society. So I'm very, very happy to be a foster mom, and then it will go from that to adoption.
Yay.
She's getting her treatments. She had a few things wrong. But I just wanted to tell you about Derek and Candy. I met Derek and Candy Fetters at the Massachusetts conference, paranormal conference. That's Sam Baltruse's his event, and I met them in October. And these guys are great. This is like a paranormal Black Friday for me because they make all of these crafts. Candy gave me a pair of earrings that they made, and then I bought something from Derek that just blew my mind. And these guys are fantastic. They're wonderful investigators, and you'll have to hear more about them. I'm just going to go ahead and bring them on. Hold on.
Let's do it.
Here comes Derek and Candy Fetters. Hey, guys.
Hi, y'all.
I don't hear you. So it's coming, I'm sure. Just keep working with it. So they were at the end of the table, and I was on one end, and they were at the other end. And I kept running down there. I would tell Tom, that was on our show last, I would tell him, watch the booth, and I'd run down there and see their stuff. I thought it was great. I just loved everything they had. I wanted to buy everything.
Me and you both.
It kills me. Oh, they've got headphones. Okay, let's see if it's connected to that. Oh, and now they're off. Oh, they'll be back in a minute. But I had the best time going back and forth. It wasn't as small as you would think it would be. Here they come. They're coming back. To be in a smaller sized hotel, it was a historic hotel. Really close to all these haunted locations and historic locations. Here they are. They're back. Let me bring them back on. Is that better? Uh-oh.
Sounds like their mic might be muted.
Yeah, I'm going to mute them and unmute them. See if that helps. Well, I can't hear you guys. They're working on it.
I hear them trying to get it.
Yeah, I heard something click. I wonder if that was there. Wait, I heard it again.
Don't you love technology?
Oh yeah. Well, while we're looking at everything and they're trying to work it out,
Especially on our show. Jeez.
yeah, please go to the Haunted Syndicate and go to Family Spirit 96, which is my Facebook page, not Facebook, YouTube page.
YouTube. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I hear Candy now. Let's see if we can get Candy. There we are. Oh, now we've got a.
Oh, now got them in stereo over here. Sweet.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Now you can go out of the other one so that it doesn't echo.
But obviously, your mic was working on your side.
Yep. So Annie Depp says hello, and she misses you guys.
Oh, I love Annie.
why am I getting feedback?
Here, let's see if this helps.
Okay, that picture's great. Let's see her. See if their volume's good. Okay.
How's that?
Yeah, I just muted
Perfect.
you and minimized you, so I think we got it now.
Perfect. Now we
We
can
got it.
rock.
Now, by looking at them, can you guess what they do in December?
I know where they can go. They can come to my house and bring me lottery numbers or and a
They
football.
are-
Too. Football would be a good present.
These guys are Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
Yes.
Yep. I saw them. I was like, I could go ahead and make my Christmas list now. Maybe I'll get it.
The
I've been a
paranormal
good boy
clauses.
most of the year.
We'll be the
So,
paraclauses.
We'll be the paraclauses.
I love Santa Claus.
Is that close to a bear claw? Because I love those too.
Those are good.
I think
Yeah,
we have the same side effect, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it sure is.
yummy. So, where do you guys do your portrayal of Mr. and Mrs. Claus?
All over New England. We've gone as far as Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Are you booked for events, or do you work for a children's home, or?
So we book events. Most of the stuff we do is for families with life challenges.
Right
So
on.
autism, people who are declining in health,
Right.
we're an adults. We do it all. We don't charge for anything we do.
Oh,
This is my 35th year.
really?
That is awesome.
24th. My
My
24th.
I'm a third generation Santa.
Right on, man.
Third
There's-
generation.
I love hearing good news like that
You know,
because anybody that's going to go out there and help other people that can't, let's say they couldn't afford to go take their kid to see Santa and Mrs. Claus, you're there. I think that's wonderful what you guys are doing. And I'm sure the kids just love it.
What we
Yes.
get out of it is just absolutely incredible.
I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, a
It's
lot
like-
of things are really heartbreaking, but
Yeah.
it's just to see that joy on a family for 5 minutes is well worth
Oh, I know.
it. It's actually how we
Well,
met.
it feels the same.
I was the Mrs. Claus. and
that's
you were
awesome, though.
Santa.
Are you
That is so cool.
serious? Oh, I love
cool.
it.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. So
Yeah,
I was
see,
just
I understand that feeling real well. Oh, sorry, Lee.
That's okay. Go ahead, babe.
Well, what I was
What do
saying
you-
is like I understand what you guys get off of this because, like, when me and Lee help a spirit or help another person,
Mhm.
that feeling is just like I couldn't make enough money to make this feeling happen. And I like y'all, we've never charged a dime to do help spirits or help people find out what's going on. But yeah, I think that's just I give great kudos for that because that is joy bringing. Joy bringing makes people happy. And it makes the atmosphere and the energy happy. So yes,
To
There's-
give people normalcy, what everybody else, 90% of the world has. Right?
Yes, sir.
You ignore the hoses, the beeping, the autism. I mean, a guy my size and I'm rolling around on the floor with kids.
yeah, that's perfect,
It's
man.
getting harder to get up as I get older, though. I'll tell you
That I
Yeah.
feel you, my man.
Yeah, I could get out
That I
there,
feel you
but
real
getting
well.
up is
Getting
a
up.
little different. Yeah, not so easy anymore, but that's okay.
Mhm.
If I can get out there, I can get up. I just don't do the getting up and getting down. That's not working for me.
No, not at all.
It happens.
Oh yeah. So you guys also do paranormal investigation.
Yes.
Yep.
and you do paranormal crafts. That's where it's at. Yes, I've been telling people we are live doing our paranormal Black Friday right here.
Yes.
I love it.
You know me.
Yep.
But
So,
what's some
have you got some of your stuff with you? I can't wait for Blaine to see it. I deliberately haven't showed him stuff because I wanted him. There it is.
Now this is the new and improved. I'm gonna block that out.
I can't see that. What is
See, I got
Okay, he's got his finger over the light in the middle. If you can
okay?
see the
Okay.
symbol on there is the Solomon symbol.
that's the Metatron symbol.
Yes.
Oh,
Let me
nice.
shut the
Okay.
lights
Did
off.
you see how now he's got lights in each circle?
I love that.
So
That's
that's
so
the
cool.
Metatron symbol. And what you got is you got all the 5 platonic symbols and the Macabre, which is the spirit down the bottom here. The other 5 are all the 5 platonic symbols, and I can tell you a little bit more about that if you want. So the first one that was sent out that you bought it, if I cover the hole and I don't see, you can see the lights coming through each.
Yeah, I
each
didn't
of the
have
symbols
that.
now.
Yeah, mine doesn't
Well,
have
we'll
that.
get your address. I'll update you.
Okay. Well, what I do,
Right
Blaine,
on.
is
Dude,
because
that's pretty
it's the
cool.
Metatronic symbol. See the
Yeah.
crystals that you can put on top, and I put them on
Oh,
each
yeah.
one and make a medicine wheel out of it. Now, imagine if
Colors.
That is
yeah,
awesome.
imagine if you had all your crystals about the same height, and then you put one of the round spirit board pendulum on top of it. You've got a protected yet supercharged pendulum platform.
Mhm.
Ooh.
That is amazing. I love that.
Lee, I've
Yes.
got an idea. Lee, I think you need to send them one of our pendulums.
That's what I'm thinking too. And I've got 10. I've got 10 left. And so I will send you one. Blaine has made some. They're called Sacred Intent pendulums. Sacred Intent. And the arrowheads that are on them were actually hatched. You do the hatching.
Yep.
Around a sacred fire at a powwow by the elders of the South Carolina Cherokee tribe.
Ooh.
And then as Blaine makes them, he continues that. And so it's just it's blessed 3 different ways. The chief of the tribe blesses them. They're blessed by the fire, the sacred fire, which has to be tended by someone that's trained to do it. And people come in and give, thanks for the sacred fire. So each person that comes in is doing a type of emotional and energy type addition to the flame. It's just fantastic. I mean, it's just great. I sent them to him, and then he put crystals with it. So the crystals keep it charged. It's just fantastic. It's just so this way. I do like the idea of using pendulums better than Ouija boards because it's very easy for someone to push a Ouija board. It's also very easy while you're touching the planchette to be in touch, in contact, direct contact with spirit energy. And for some people, that can be very perilous. Whereas with a pendulum, you don't have that. It's just swinging. And so,
I'm gonna grab one thing.
You're gonna go.
okay.
Okay.
So she gave me a beautiful pair of earrings that was a miniature. It's a little small. Oh, it's tiny. It's about this part of my finger, and it is a Ouija board, and it has the planchette hanging.
Mhm.
All right, on.
They're beautiful. So you've got people in Canada saying Santa's a paranormal investigator. Yes. Hey, Elliot, thank you for watching. David loves it. Tracy loves it. Hey, Tracy, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you all for joining us tonight.
Well,
we appreciate you.
You'll like this one because when we met, we were talking about the compass, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I was trying to figure that out.
Now, I found this. It's a knockoff. It's not an original, but it's a compass
Oh,
the compass with a
Oh.
built. Oh, I just twisted my lines.
With a built-in
With
pendulum.
a built-in pendulum.
I
Oh.
want it.
I love that. That's incredible.
And it's even got in each on all three sides. It's got levelers.
Oh
you
my
can
goodness.
level
Oh my
before you use
gosh.
it.
I don't know if you can show it on the other.
Oh.
Oh, nope. You got the,
Yeah.
they shut that one off.
All right, Lee, I want it.
Yeah, so do I. So are you going to make those?
No, I'm not that
This
talented.
is metal. Yeah.
Oh, it's metal.
I wonder if I tilted this, if it would be
Nah,
better.
it's
Okay.
fine. I just got to learn where the camera is on your iPhone.
It's weird. It's on the side.
But I mean, I haven't had a chance to play with it because we're getting into our busy season. But
Sure.
once the snow
Wow.
lets up, I'll be out.
I'm
Oh.
crazy about it.
Yeah, y'all please take video when you use it and send it to myself and Lee. We'll put it on our pages because
Mhm.
I am as a retired military guy, I love my compasses and I love my pendulum. So you got best of both, the compass and the pendulum.
And
I'm
I
jealous.
like that I can actually have the red and white.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Where
You
in the
can
world
actually
did you
get
find something
distance.
like that?
I got this on eBay.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Wow.
What we'll do is we'll take pictures of everything and we'll send it to you so you can.
I mean, I know it's a
See it
knockoff
better.
because if it was from circa 1773,
Or something.
I wouldn't be holding it that well.
Oh, yeah.
But it was something that intrigued me after we had our conversation. It's like, it's almost the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
And
it
he
is.
says
That
to you
is.
guys, Annie says, thank you for your service to you guys.
Oh, thank you, Annie.
Yeah, you guys are military too, right?
I am not. My father was.
Oh,
Our
okay.
families were.
Girl
I got-
Scouts.
I got
Yeah.
flat feet.
Oh,
Well, you know, your
okay.
families are military. You're like military. You service.
That's true. Blaine was Air Force. Annie, I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, he's an Air Force guy. That's so cool. So, what other crafts have you been working on? You're through with your paranormal conferences for the season, right?
Yes. Well, we are going to one this coming weekend, but we're not doing anything. We're just going to go and play.
Right on.
No, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see Sam and a few other people, you know.
Yep. In Salem.
It's a Salem, New Hampshire, Salem one.
Mhm.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
I
love
sold
that
have
out
place.
of
fun.
all my earrings. I did like, I don't know, almost 100 pairs.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're all sold out. They're gone.
Are you serious? They're gone?
They're gone. I did ones with different ones with bats and ghosts and more of the Ouija boards and Chucky.
Chucky.
And yeah, they're all sold out. Everything's sold.
Everybody was around the table looking at her earrings and his lights and things like that. I was trying to figure out, what other kinds of symbols would be fun to add to that.
Oh, they're coming.
Yeah. I figured he had some ideas.
Well, that's generation 2. Now I'm thinking about generation 3 where I can not change, but I'll put a magnet in between the top two layers so I can put a different symbol on top. So it's like an interchangeable from the fruit of life to the seed of life to the flower of life. So you can just, if you're into all the crystal patterns, right? That build up where you could interchange those. It doesn't make it as portable, because now you have all these discs that go with it. But
well, that's all right. I like being able to, change those out. So the Metatron cube is a geometric figure that's got 13 circles connected with straight lines, and it's known as the fruit of life. And in sacred geometry, the Metatron cube, it represents the blueprint of creation, balance, and harmony.
Yep.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's such a powerful symbol. But then I thought I saw one that was Solomon's symbol, but it wasn't. There is one that has it's depicted of either a pentagram or a hexagram, and it is said to have given Solomon the power to command the supernatural, including jinn, demons and things like that. In fact, they helped him build his kingdom.
Right. So now, if we go back to Metatron, the name of Metatron, Metatron is the archangel who was original name in the Christian section was Enoch.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Right. So when you talk about the Metatron cube and you talk about the origin or the creation, right, it comes down to that the single circle in the middle is considered Metatron. The 13 that are the archangels all around him. Metatron was supposed to be the scribe from God,
Yes.
or the creator of the universe, right? The architect of the universe. So that's where that came in, that Metatron has all the knowledge of the creation and everything else. You also go back with the circle, straight lines in sacred geometry of male, curved lines, i.e. circles, are female based. So you see when you do the fruit of life, where you have the 13, and then you draw the male connectors between all of them, right? From every center point to every center point, that gives you the Metatron symbol. Wow. Now, within that Metatron symbol, you have the 5 perfect sacred geometry, the Platonic shapes. And I always screw these up, so that's why I write them down now.
Yeah, it's very easy to get them. So it's got 13 circles in the fruit of life shape. And like you described, the straight lines connect them. And it has Platonic solids embodying the fundamental geography patterns found through the universe. That's crazy.
Let's see if I can share my screen. I don't think I can.
Probably
if he turns you back on, you can probably share your screen.
I'm not sure that you can on StreamYard.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, this looks like Zoom, but it's StreamYard. And
I don't know if he has that. I think if he has that little button down that says present, he might be able to, but I'm not sure.
Oh, present.
Yeah, I know, from your computer. No. If I present, if I share screen.
That's cool.
Share. And if I pop this guy. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. No, sir.
Let's see.
Something just changed here. Oh, there we are. Now we're getting it. It took it a minute to catch up with itself, but it's getting there.
So people are asking, is there a website to buy your crafts?
That'd be your job, Mrs.
It's a Facebook page, and I really have to update it because we haven't put a whole lot on it. We're about to put all these on it. We're going to start taking some pictures and get them on it. But if you go to, I know it sounds crazy, but it's Cocoa Bean, one word, Creations by Candace. I'm going to start putting everything on there that we're doing now. Right, and those should be uploaded within the next day or two.
That is not sharing as well as I figured.
It's not sharing. It's just giving you the blank page.
Well,
so are you trying to
So
here we go.
Oh, here. Let me see if I can do something.
Fashion way.
I like that.
So you see the Metatron cube.
Let's see if I can do it. Here, let's see.
There you go, Lee.
Am I doing it?
Yeah, yep. I see it.
Okay, so where's the Metatron cube? Oh, Lord. I'm on the Solomon symbol. Metatron cube. There it is. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
No, all I see is Solomon symbol.
Get rid of it then. There. Can you see that?
Not now.
Okay, well, crap. I tried.
What we can do is we can send you photos also, and then you can share them as well.
The one thing I want to say is I found this fascinating, that Metatron was actually Enoch. And it's funny for me because I've done probably 10,000 ghost box sessions, and I always get Metatron to come through. So now when I talk to him next time, I say, "You're actually Enoch," and see if I can get him to reply to me, because I think that's cool, because I'm not your typical, Bible thumping guy. I'm actually a spiritualist, but I do get a lot of stuff from Metatron. Oh, if I could talk here. Metatron. Jeez. Look, 10. So that's actually cool, because I do believe that Enoch was not of this world. I think he came down from somewhere in the sky, because that's why it was taken back to the sky. So that's pretty interesting to know. I appreciate that.
So let me just see if we can get this picture to work. I don't know if we can or can't. All right, there, okay. So you see Metatron's cube.
Yes.
You see the fruit of life, which is the symbol of just the circles without the connection. So when you connect all of those from center point to center point, you get the Metatron's cube. Now, you would take the fruit of life, and if you start with just a circle, you take a start with a circle and you create another circle off any spot of the edge of that circle, you create Vesica Pisces. So if you take Vesica Pisces and you take 3/4 of it off each side, guess what you have left? You have the fish symbol, which is the creation according to the Bible.
Right.
Right. So when you start going through that, and if you look, and if you were to draw and you get to the flower of life, you can see the Vesica Pisces after Vesica Pisces after Vesica Pisces that connects. And when you do your first circle, you get the Vesica Pisces. When you do your first rotation, you actually get the seed of life. And when you look at it, and I've been doodling a lot lately. I think it's going to be in my other one. So when you draw circle after circle, this very first one you get here is the seed of life. Then
Isn't that awesome?
Flower of life.
That is badass.
And then you get your it all just flows.
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Sacred geometry.
Sacred.
Gotta love it.
It's very, I don't want to say mind-numbing, because it's not mind-numbing. It's very relaxing. It takes you to a different place when you're focused on it.
I love that.
And like I was telling you, the reason why I just stopped talking about it is because I wanted us to be able to have the moment with them, because, Blaine and I are Reiki masters, and we use symbols all the time for being able to, focus energy and do healing and things. So when I saw these symbols, and I knew that you also knew about the symbols, imagine adding the crystal energy with symbol energy, and then bring in medicine wheel prayers. Okay, now you've got something extremely powerful that I would consider, once you add the pendulum, with the pendulum, the little platform for it. I call that a ghost magnet.
Yes.
Because it would have enough energy to be able to give what you need.
Absolutely.
It sounds like a good weekend somewhere.
It does. It does. Man, I wish you could have something you could take, with you to Salem. I would love to go to Salem.
Me and you both. I love
to the Conjuring House for New Year's.
Yes, sweet. I know. Monique asked me if I wanted to go, so I thought I'm still thinking about it. So, how are people able to find your page on Facebook?
It's Cocoa Bean, one word, Creations by Candace.
Pay no attention to the guy with the white beard behind the screen.
It was just the way I started it a long time ago, because I did other things, and now we're getting more into the more metaphysical stuff.
Yes, she's got bridal cakes and diaper cakes and oh my goodness, guys.
I do these cakes, and they're made out. Well, the diaper ones, of course, are made out of diapers. But the kitchen cakes are like gifts for hosts and hostesses or whatever. But you make them out of towels and all kinds of kitchen gadgets inside, and I put lights in it so they light up as well.
Okay,
here's a good gift.
Yeah. Okay, I have a picture here. I'm going to post it on my wall.
Oh, you should see the one I made. That it's the horror themed paranormal one.
You're killing me.
All black and red.
You are killing me. You're killing me.
it's in there, but it's really cool.
All right, so I've got your. Wait a minute. Let's see. How do I do this? I need to go back on Facebook here, and I'm going to go to my wall and post your picture. And I'm saying my Supernatural Black Friday. I'm going to copy you guys. Okay, so at Candace. Your D messed me up, Candace D. Fetters. I kept looking for Fetters, Candace Fetters.
Yes.
And I couldn't find you. I was like, what in the world? I know this is her name. I was missing your middle initial. Blaine, I'm going to also tag you in this because it's so awesome.
Right on.
I'm going to go ahead and show Christopher too. Gwen, I'm just going to go ahead and copy you on this because I know you were wanting to shop. David, you too. Gosh, let's see. I know Bobby would want to see it. We're all just going to do shopping tonight with you guys. Okay.
Hey, my busy season's coming, so
You're busy
early.
That's all right. You're going to have the double busy season with me. I've got plans.
So it's interesting that you say you're both Reiki masters, right?
Uh-huh.
When we go back and I'm just going to kick back to the 5 platonic symbols. They all have to be the same face, has to be the same width and same length. So like a perfect cube has each side's the same. The triangles, all 3 sides are the same, all 4 sides are the same. The 6 of them, they line up with certain chakras.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All
they
right.
do. Right. He's correct.
So you have not only the 4 symbols, earth, wind, water, fire, they also coordinate with the chakras.
Yes.
And when you look at all those and you see how everything's gone back, and when you even look even deeper into this, and I started getting lost, so I had to back myself out a little bit. When you start looking at some of the amount of degrees in each one of these items, if you add them up, everything minus, which one was it? There we go. If you add up fire, air, and earth, it's the same diameter distance of the moon, right? If you add if you add all the degrees in the cube, it's the diameter of the moon.
Yes.
Right. So
are you serious?
If you start looking into some of these things, there's a lot of coincidences. You know, and if it's science, if you just keep asking yourself why, eventually, maybe in our 3rd or 4th lifetime, we'll figure it out.
It's going to take that long for me to get it.
Hey, I will learn every day that I'm here, because the day I stop learning is the day I die. So, yeah.
And
you are so correct.
All 5 of the platonic symbols are in the Metatron symbol.
Wow.
It's all within the Metatron cube.
This makes more and more sense as we're talking. And I'm loving this.
Oh my God. Okay, so I had to look it up because I'm like trying to paddle faster to catch up what you're saying. I'm not batch stroking anymore. I'm paddling fast. Okay, so the Metatron's cube is a geometric figure that represents the structure of the universe and the divine blueprint of creation. Woo!
Correct.
It's composed of 13 equal circles with lines from the center of each circle extending out to the centers of the other 12 circles. Now, this makes total sense because I've been doing some supernatural, this is going to sound strange, but physics, okay, and not just working with philosophy. It's been hard because it's not so easy, but okay, anyway, the cube contains all the 5 Platonic solids, the flower of life, and a Makerba, which is a symbol in the shape of a star. The cube is seen as uniting science and mysticism. That's where it's at, right there.
Yes,
That's what I'm talking about. One of the earliest known references to Metatron's cube is found in the Kabbalah, a Jewish mystical tradition. Metatron is also a title used in 3 Enoch, where it appears to mean servant. It identifies him as the angel. Now, see, I didn't think people could be angels. Maybe he wasn't a people to start with when he was here. He wasn't a people. Okay. Nope. It identifies him as the angel that led the people of Israel through the wilderness after their exodus from Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Okay. Now, what he's been doing is called deciphering the Metatron cube. Okay, and there's like YouTube video after YouTube video, and I'm so happy we had his Cliff Notes version.
Yeah.
In its 3D form, the Metatron's cube takes the shape of a Makerba, which is the 3D shape formed by 2 intersecting pyramids.
Yeah, 2 tetrahedrons that if you cross.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It also looks like the Star of David. I think it's a Star of David from a certain angle.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
I see it. I do see. Okay. Because of its simple yet complex design, the 2D shape formed by Metatron's cube is known to help induce focus on meditation. Now, it also helps, it doesn't say that on here, but I did some research before you came on, and it helps with lung problems and blood disorders. So if you have problems with your lung, let's say you have asthma, lung cancer, and you're worried about the cancer spreading to your blood, this would be something that you could use to help you fight both disorders, right?
Yep.
Now, with NASA's Hubble and more recently James Wood's Space Telescope, we can look back over 13.7 billion years ago to when the universe was first born or created. Scientists are not, I'm reading this straight from the website, but scientists are not certain how the universe came to be, but we refer to it oftentimes as the Big Bang. And it's a single point that has been expanded and evolving for over 13.7 billion years. Wow.
Everything starts with a point, from a point to a line, from a line to a circle, and then you got the osmosis, not the osmosis. What am I thinking? You go, basically it's the same as the DNA structure, and when the seed hits an egg and it starts doubling, right?
Oh, gotcha.
I'm
replicating, right?
Yeah, and that's how that came. So if some people believe that it all started with a dot, a line, a circle, then the other circle, which is the Vesica Pisces, which is the creation, which some people call the Big Bang. I mean, there's so many YouTube videos on this stuff right now. I think I've watched 1 million, and I can go watch another 2 million.
Yeah, really.
And each one has its own spin. So for me, coming from the position where I'm more intrigued is because I'm also a Mason.
Makes sense.
When you start looking at certain things in the creation and sacred geometry, I just keep getting more questions and want to actually sit down and talk with some of these people, but they're $300-400 an hour.
Good gosh. We'll talk about it for free right here then.
Yeah.
So,
but this is like so fascinating because I'm a huge. See, now you've already made me decide what my new tattoo is going to be. So that's going to be that symbol of Metatron with all the fixings and curves and lines and all the cool stuff. But I just love how that we all know energy is always here, always will be. And it was here before we got here. It'll be long after we're gone.
Yeah.
But now you're getting to scientific reasons of from the beginning of time where energy was probably already out there, but now it's just flowing energy every direction. And it's just fascinating.
Energy can't be created nor destroyed.
Exactly.
The only thing that can be created or destroyed is the vessel in which the energy is contained within.
Yes, it is.
A body, an alien figure, whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
Okay. Y'all, I am getting deep into the you could get pulled into this pretty quick. All right. So
I'm digging it.
If you want to look up something on top of this, if you look up Johannes Kepler, he's got the theory of the 5 figures. And if you actually look at it from the arena that we're in and say that the universe is the outermost bowl, and then the next bowl is Mother Earth, and inside of Mother Earth contains Metatron, which contains all 5 platonic symbols inside. And those can go smaller and smaller, and they can go bigger and bigger. It's always repeating no matter how many layers you go out.
That's so cool. That is so cool.
Blaine, I'm going to send you something that was just sent to me.
Okay.
Wow, thank you. I can't see who sent it to me right now, but somebody watching the show. I was sent the platonic solids, and you can see the tetrahedron, the octahedron, the hexahedron of each one of those symbols that are on the circle and it goes on to explain the tetrahedron is associated with earth. Yep. The cube is with water. The octahedron is with air. The dodecahedron is with fire.
And if you actually see it, you can actually see that with the chakra bases.
Oh my gosh!
And with the elements, right?
Right.
That is so badass.
So
the internet's great, but it sucks up a lot of your time.
Hey, it's okay. That's time well wasted because you're getting information and getting some education on it. So that's never wasted time. That's just good use of time.
I agree. But you can really get sucked down the rabbit hole pretty quick. I'm looking at the Jewish mystical roots of dark materials of Enoch. And it says here, okay, how I was Googling, and it led to a Google and another Google, and but it talks about basically that the way that Enoch was transformed from a person to an angel was that his eyes became as thunderbolts, his blood turned to fire, and he was seated. I mean, this is how serious that this is, okay? Here we have the book of Enoch that has been removed from the Bible by method of politics.
Yep.
Okay. And he was a biblical figure, patriarch to Noah's flood, son of Jared, and father of Methuselah. That how he was changed into an angel is that he became complete and total fire. He changed from Enoch to Metatron. Okay. And his flesh turned to flame, his veins to fire, his eyelashes to flashes of lightning, his eyeballs to flaming torches. And God placed him on a throne next to the throne of glory, received after his heavenly transformation, given the name Metatron.
That's badass.
Okay, so here we have had folks on Earth that just suddenly decided they needed to remove and not recognize the book of Enoch. But yet God thought so much of him, and it's in the Bible that he was pulled from being human. And I've always been told that a human can't be an angel. Well, he was transformed into Metatron, and he's sitting on a throne.
You were taught that because it was removed from the Bible.
Yep.
And there's reasons why they didn't want you to know that, right? And there's reasons it was removed from the Bible.
I get it. I get a whole lot of it right now.
You know, I'd like to go into Vatican secret archives and see what they actually say about Enoch. I bet it would be interesting.
I'm guaranteeing they ain't letting any of us in there.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Hey, if I had ever had a genie came make me one wish, that's what I do. I want to see the Vatican secret files.
Yes.
And I want to be able to remember everything I saw in there with the photographic memory so I can come back out and go, look, we've got this, this, and this here. Okay, this page right here was on this book, blah, blah, blah. I'd love that, but I know it's not ever going to happen. So I'll just keep wishing one day, maybe it will.
I'd go through their operation, get a bionic eye camera put
Oh,
in.
yeah, no doubt, huh?
You know? Just
Hell
for
yeah,
sight.
have two good bionic eyes so you can record one page, one eye, one page with the other eye, and you're just going to go whip through stuff. That'd be cool.
Oh, Matthew just came in the door, and the dog both of them were asleep. This one, my new dog, Luna, was on her back, and she was snoring up. I guess you could probably hear her snoring. And Matt walked in the door, and she just about turned inside out, and she ran straight to him. She loves you. I'm doing the show.
Hi, Matt.
Blaine says, hey. Could you, well, there goes Luna following Matt. I was going to hold her for you and let you see her. She's so sweet, but she's following Dad.
So you ain't gonna get her back now. Dad's got her.
Dad's got her. So this just keeps getting more and more interesting.
This is fascinating.
Yes.
I like having deep conversations like this because I love plus I love the history. I love the meaning of what we're doing. And it's educational for a lot of us, even including myself. So we're bouncing ideas off each other, and I'm just loving every minute of this. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And you got to realize there's people who've spent their whole life digging into this stuff.
Yeah.
And they still have questions, right?
Yeah.
I just started really, I'm an inch into the ground, and I still got a long way to go.
Well, see, Derek, what I figure is we're probably not going to know everything in this life, but we go the next life. I think we're going to pick up a whole lot more knowledge than we have now because we'll keep growing and growing and growing with our spirits. And we might come back as another person someday later, but we still have that knowledge in our heads that we can pass on to other people, which I think would be cool. Because I've passed down a lot of stuff that me and Lee and Matt have had so many lives together. It's not even funny that we keep talking about it. And it's like, hey, you remember we did? Yeah. Okay. We were here. Yeah.
Guys.
I wish you guys weren't so far away. I'll tell you that.
I know. Me too. We'll come that direction. We'll just pile up in the vehicle and take off.
Yep. We're going to load up the boo bus and come on up north.
That's it. Just come on. The boo bus.
Hey, that is my new term. I created that last week when we were down doing a fundraiser for Old Cahaba, which happened to be the first capital state of Alabama. And the money we raised helps keep the place up where they're doing some renovations, making it back like it was. And we had a bunch of guests come through. I think we did Friday and Saturday. There were like almost 1,200 people that came through both nights.
Wow.
So every time the bus would stop, let them off, because we were upstairs and we had other people downstairs. And sometimes I'd be downstairs or upstairs. So every time they pulled a bus up, hey, the boo-boo bus is back. And then the boo bus is back, and when it would leave, I was thinking, y'all need to hurry up. The boo bus is about to leave.
Blaine, you see this, right? You see she's a diva.
I want it. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't have you. I want that puppy. Now, Jennifer probably fight you for her, but
She'll give you a big kiss when you get here.
oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Jennifer's going to be jealous. That's my wife. She loves Frenchies, but unless you go rob a bank or put 3 mortgages on your house, I can't afford a French
You got
bulldog.
some chunky cheeks. You got chunky cheeks.
All bulldogs have junky.
And Ginger's right here beside me.
Surprised Ginger ain't trying to knock her out of the way.
Well, they're trying to figure it out. They love each other. And now the cat slapped the snot out of poor Luna. Oh my God.
That's funny.
So we have Glenn, aka Ezekiel.
That's Ezekiel.
That's Ezekiel.
Wow.
I got 20, I think it was 23 new creepy babies dropped off to me in the past week.
Are you serious? Nobody ever gives me dolls like that. Why don't I ever get stuff?
There's a doll that's got such haunted, evil eyes. I'm like, I don't know if I want to bring this one into my house. And I collect all of them. But
Not before I salted that bad boy.
I've got some church glass. Would you like me to send you a piece? It's this was a very, very old church, and when they were taking the windows out, I got in line to get some of the church glass, so I can mail you a piece.
I do recommend you salt that baby, because it's got like 3 spirits inside of it. Because dolls were originally made to house the souls of the dead. So
yes,
well,
that one has 3 attachments to it. So you might want to put a little sea salt or sage or something around it, because one of them's not bad, but the other 2 are mischievous little shits.
Yep, I see that. Blaine, she's gone to sleep.
Ezekiel does have an attachment.
He has 3.
He thinks he's a real boy, and
Yeah.
he does 2 things, and he chose me. I did not choose him.
They always do.
It was this just weird happening the way I got him. It freaked everybody out the way.
You have to understand, she may look like a beautiful, sexy Mrs. Claus, but there's a side of her that is spiritually fierce, and yet she's got that maternal instinct too. So the ones they still come to her, right?
Now, I will say the little boy, he's the good spirit, but the other 2, well, they got some baggage.
Y'all, she went to sleep.
Yeah, there's a whole story on how I received him.
There you go. I got you. Oops.
And it's kind of weird. I was working for a guy who does repos. He repos vehicles, and when you repo a vehicle, you have to clean it out and hold the person's belongings for like 120 days so that they can come back and get them. Now, the guy that I work for, he looks like a big biker, but him and his wife are very religious, which is fine. But we went to go open up this car, and I was about 4 or 5 he's snoring, it's so funny, about 4 or 5 feet away from the back of the car, and Jim was opening up the car, so he was closer. He opens up the car, and I call him Ezekiel. He's Glenn, but I name him biblical name. He lunged.
Give him something to live up to, baby.
Well, he lunged out of the back of the car and landed on my chest. He didn't fall out of the car. It was like he flew across. Now, Jim that I was with, he's a big biker guy. He was like, no, I'm out. He was like, nope. He didn't like it at all.
Didn't.
I had a problem. I couldn't bag Ezekiel up. I couldn't box him. I couldn't do it. So I brought him in the office and I put him in a chair next to my desk. And the wife was like, nope, you get rid of him. You take him out of here. I don't want to see him. Get him out of here. Take him home. Now, I had not any creepy dolls at that point. I'm like, What am I going to do with it? What happens if they come back for it? She's like, you work here. You can bring it back anytime.
True.
They never came back for it. So I kept it in the back seat of my car just in case. So it was in my grandchild's car seat, buckled up.
Can you imagine being a police officer and her going through a like a license check or something? Oh my God.
So
they'll be the ones drunk after that.
I went through a McDonald's. I went through a McDonald's drive-through, and I had gastric bypass, so I can only eat a little bit. So I got a Happy Meal. I used to get Happy Meals for myself, chicken nuggets.
Nice.
Oh my God.
I forgot he was back there, right? So I go through the drive-through, and the woman's like, "Oh, here's your Happy Meal." And next thing I know, she throws it at me and slams the bitch, what's your problem?
Oh my God. I can see her turn around to me. That lady got some scary ass thing in her back. She's
like been rude,
dead.
Right? So I drive into the next parking lot and I go to eat and I look in my rearview mirror and I'm like, oh God.
That is hilarious.
I call up Derek and I'm like, I cannot go to this McDonald's anymore. But yeah, the people never came back for him. I've had him for a little over 10 years now. He's been in my house. All my kids and my grandchildren all like treat him like he's part of the family. Nice. I've put Christmas hat on him. He sits in front of our Christmas tree, which we have up all year round. He's always sitting in here in the house. And all of a sudden I started getting other creepy babies. People started sending me them. They were being mailed to me. We would see people on the security cameras run up and throw them on our deck and take off.
Okay, Candy, this is what I want you to do. This would be hilarious.
So I have a whole bunch of them. Well, I'll
take all your babies, load them up your car. I want you to hit every McDonald's you can and see what kind of reactions you get and videotape it. That would go viral on YouTube. You'd be making money off that stuff.
We'll get you a cart to put them all in.
Oh my God, even better.
As the clauses.
Oh yes, dress up as
oh my God.
Misfit Island.
Look, I can sit now. It's like Santa can't get real elves no way. He's got to go to the Misfit Island to get all his elves.
But you got to go in and book a birthday party.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'll pay big money for you to say, hey, we don't want the ice cream cake. We got a lava cake. You gotta. Where'd you get the lava cake? Straight from hell, where these things came from?
Oh, I'm babysitting Lucifer's children today.
No, Annabelle's gonna be the stripper.
We had Ezekiel.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. So we
headline today.
Ezekiel got his picture taken with Annabelle.
Did he? Oh boy.
So the funny thing was, last Christmas, because I had too many creepy babies in the house, I figured we need room for our grandchildren's Christmas presents. I decided to put them all in baskets and I put them in my camper. Now, our camper is a 36-foot camper. The wind can't move it. Nothing can move it.
Yeah.
My stupidity was I took Ezekiel and put him out there. Now, he's been in our house for 10 years. He's been a part of everything in front of us in our living room.
Oh, God. What did he do?
The kids came on Christmas and like, Mom, where's Ezekiel? Like, Mom, where's our brother? I'm like,
oh God.
I'm like, he's in the camper. And they're all like, what the fuck did you do?
Oh, yeah.
I put him in the camper.
You better go get my brother.
Whatever. No kidding. And I wish I videotaped this. The next day after Christmas, I went out to the camper. All of the other babies were strewn across the floor, face down. Now they just fall, nothing happened because Ezekiel was still sitting in the basket like, you here to get me now?
See, I told you that. I told you that thing had bad sides to it. I told you.
So we ended up bringing him to Wilson Castle. The first time we brought him to Wilson Castle, people started using him. They brought him up into like what they call the coffin room, whatever. I don't know if you know the castle, but so when I was downstairs and I'm hearing people talk to him like he's a real boy. And everybody's like, I hear him going, hey, Ezekiel. Oh, did you see that? And they're like, everybody's talking to him. And I'm cracking up. One group went up for Forgotten Explorations had gone up, and they were like, Ezekiel's face changed when we heard the thing in the closet. I'm like, did what? They go, we saw his face change. I'm like, he's very protective of me, but yeah, I have had people do like dowsing rods on him. I've had people tell me he does have an attachment, but he literally thinks he's a real boy.
Well, that he is actually. His spirit is a real boy.
But now, whenever we go on investigations, people are like, "Are you bringing Ezekiel?" They're like, they want me to. It's like, sure.
People were getting in line at the MassCon to hold Ezekiel.
Yes. No, I didn't have Ezekiel then. Another girl.
Who was it?
Another girl had a different doll, but I did not.
Different doll. I remember seeing you holding a doll, and people were wanting to hold it. So
everybody was holding it. Yeah, I did not bring Ezekiel there because everybody was saying, "Where is Ezekiel?" And I'm like, "I left him home." They were like, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that." Yeah.
He likes running the house by himself, from what I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Things do move. Things do get changed.
It's like my personal security guard, right? Come on. If I'm not home, he'll take care of you.
Christopher just came on. He's right here. We've only got about 40 minutes left on the show, but I'm going to bring him on because he's just getting caught up. He might have some questions. Here he is. Hey,
hello,
Christopher.
Hi.
Yeah, sorry about me being gone. I had to ride from HE Double Sticks.
He had a bus ride from his doctor's office, and he said they beat him up going on the bus.
The road was really bad. The road leading to coming home from it, full of bumps and divots and stuff. I felt like I got beaten.
I tell you, the roads in Arkansas is that way. I came home and had to have 2 new tires and alignment.
That's why they have to
inspect. Good thing you have to get an inspection on your car to make you safe to be on the roads.
That's why they require them every year here, inspections.
We don't have one, thank goodness.
You don't?
I give the government enough money. I want to give more.
The roads where Blaine are pretty good anyway compared to here.
They're pretty rough in some places up here in New Hampshire.
Yeah. So have you been able to hear some of the conversation, Christopher?
Yeah.
Isn't it hilarious how people talk to Ezekiel? We've been also talking about basically Enoch being Metatron, the angel Metatron, and I didn't realize that. Also, I was going to let you guys know someone sent me a book while we've been on the show, and I want to thank whomever it was. I do not see who it is at this second, but the name of the book is The Enoch Metatron Tradition. What was that?
My cell phone, I hung up on him.
Oh my God, I had somebody call me today and I said, FBI Cyber Crimes Division, this is Agent Lee. And they hung up. Quick.
It's even better next time your grandkids are there, hand the phones to them, tell them it's Santa Claus. That is the best thing. Especially funny for you guys because you are Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Let me talk to my other brother, Santa Claus. Here.
We'll have to FaceTime. See this guy here? He's the real deal up there in the North Pole.
Yeah, really.
Did you see what I wrote in the chat where you can find the Enoch stuff?
Yeah, let me go ahead and send you, Christopher, this book. I've sent it to Derek and Candy and to Blaine.
I have the Tywedo Bible where it comes from already.
Uh-oh. What happened?
I don't know.
We lost Krista's voice.
Chris muted himself somehow.
Christopher? Uh-oh. No.
He had something because his mic went off, but his video's still fine.
Yep.
Yeah, his video's fine.
No, he's looking like, oh, what did I hit?
It shows here his microphone's fine.
He might have muted on his end though. Yeah, he keeps on talking, but nothing ain't coming out.
Oh, hey, Matt. This is my husband, Matthew Brown. Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Hello, Matt.
Oh, you're back, Christopher.
it hit it on its own, which is weird, right? As soon as I talked about uh the uh the original version of the Book of Enoch.
We have been talking about that, and we've had a variety of interesting things. For those of you listening, please go back and listen to this show again and see if, besides the fact that you'll hear my dog snoring, see if there are any EVPs, because we usually do have EVPs. Um, there's a spirit that lives in my house. Her name is Aunt May, and she's a sweet lady, and she
She's
turns
a
the
mess, but she's a
flashlight
sweet
off
lady.
and on, off and on, off and on. She was here before we bought the house, and we do fine together. If I feel her around me, I'll turn my flashlight on and lay it down. The twist kind for her. Yeah, she has a fine old time with that. So tell me, guys, Mr. and Mrs. Claus, what's next on the agenda? You're going to Salem, and
Yep.
you're going to have fun there. No booths or anything, just going to have
Nope.
fun.
Just
Just
gonna have
fun.
fun.
That's going to be great.
Yep.
And
Then season starts. We work a lot with the Toys for Tots program, where they're
oh,
the official Santa
wonderful.
and Mrs.
Nice.
Claus for the Toys for Tots program up here. So unfortunately, there
That's
will
awesome.
we are going to be we are stopping in. There's there's an event on December 2nd, and it's 3 locations, and it's Monique is doing it, Sam Baltrusis will be there, and Dave Childers. It's the Murdoch Whitney Mansion.
Yes, I saw
There.
that.
The Haunted Toy Museum. Dave Childers will be there, and Sam's going to be at the church. We have events that evening, but when we're done, we're going to race over there as the Clauses and hit that Haunted Toy Museum and see what happened to
Oh,
those toys
Sweet.
that we gave some children.
Nice.
you'll love that place. I investigated it. It's nice.
We did it before, and it was we loved it. It was great. We had a good.
Upstairs is pretty intense, but down in the toys, you never know what's going to come through. It's
Right.
going to be so fun. They've got some of the biggest geodes you've ever seen. They're, like
Yeah.
the size of my waist upstairs.
Okay. Lee, you got to get me booked up there with you next year then.
Yes, you would love it. The toy museum
I
is
do
full
love
of wooden rocking horses and
Old dolls, wooden
old dolls and
dolls.
Mhm.
trains.
Oh,
The old
trains.
metal toys, the Tinker
The
toy.
good ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
The stuff
Oh,
that we would have saved, we could retire.
oh
Oh,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
excited to be going back there again.
Well, while we're on the topic of what's coming up, let me do a shameless plug real quick. Uh, it is what it is. So, my husband Matthew will be teaching Ghost Hunting 101 through Piedmont Technical College. And I will be teaching Phantoms and Psychics, Investigating the Unseen. It's both of the classes start on January the 23rd. And so we'll be doing in conjunction with each other. So he'll have an hour with his class, I'll have an hour with mine, and then we'll combine them for the last hour. So while he's talking about the history of ghost hunting, I'll be doing an intro to the paranormal. While he's doing ghost hunting applications and equipment, I'll be doing the psychic phenomena and tools of the trade. About the psychic phantoms and psychics. So it ends up working together. When I'm talking about the cultural impact, he's going to be talking about preparing for an investigation and analyzing evidence hits together. We do have some events coming up with these classes where people can buy tickets. We will be at the Belmont Inn in Abbeville, February 10th. And that's just going to be an investigation. It's $25 a person. February the 24th is a Saturday. We'll be at the Iron Key in Columbus, North Carolina. And we're going to arrive at 3, investigate the prison the man that owns it. The Iron Key was North Carolina State Pen. And when it was closed, it just shut down. And a gentleman that has a brewery purchased the place. So he's going to allow us to investigate the side, that part that's still the prison, as long as we buy food there. So we're arriving at 3, investigating till 6 because he said he doesn't have enough lighting. So it's better for us to be done about that time. It will be dark by then because it's winter. And then we're going to eat. And then March 1st, we'll be doing a St. Patrick's Day investigation type of theme and the graduation. So if you guys are interested, please join. The classes are virtual as well as in person, and they cost $125. They last for 6 weeks, and you will get credit from the school. Okay. If you are virtual, I don't know yet how their systems will correlate with mine, so you might not get credit from the college, but you will be with the college classes because you'll be able to go straight in, or I can record them and have them available. So each one of them, there's some Ghost Hunting 101, you would need to buy Parapsychology 101 that Matthew and I wrote, and then the Phantoms and Psychics, Investigating the Unseen, you would need to buy Your Psychic Connection and Psychic Kids. So you think your kid's psychic. The 2 books. That one, Blaine co-authored with myself, my mom, and my husband. So
you say that, and you know what's interesting because it reminds me of both of our grandchildren have autism, and every time they come to our house, they stare right up over my shoulder.
Yep, in one corner. They have ever since they were babies. They're 2 months apart, and when they were even when they were just toddlers, they both would look up at the same time, start giggling and waving, and we're like, "What is going on?" But our
see somebody behind you.
Our grandson the other day asked us about spirits and ghosts, and he's telling us things he's seeing. So, you know, it's pretty interesting. So yeah, I would love that book.
I think you guys would enjoy it, and we've got part 2 we're brainstorming about now. Blaine and I've gotten on the phone, and I'm his secretary. You know, we'll chat, chat. And then when he has ideas and I have an idea, we slam it together and I type it out real quick, So we've got some fun things. There's a lot of activities that are in the book and more coming.
Excellent.
Yep. So we started out. Now, correct me, Blaine, if I'm wrong.
Grandchildren are seeing.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Just correct me if I'm wrong, but the first book we did it for the parents. The second book we're talking about doing it for the children.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to do it from a child's perspective for the second book. So the first one, like you said, was for the parents to help their children learn to deal with their gifts like we had to. Because Lee had a lot better than I did because she still had family that was there. My grandmother, who's Cherokee Indian, taught me all I knew. Then she got married to an Air Force guy when I was about 10 or 11. So I lost my guidepost. So I had to deal with all this by myself. And I told myself if I ever got old enough, and that I'm going to help other people that have these gifts, especially children. And one of the things, Derek, that your grandkids are seeing from you is one of your spirit guides, real nice man. He was a blacksmith for his trade. He's like bulked. His name is Henry Odom, and he died. See, Henry, when did you die, buddy? 1841. So he died in 1841, but he chose you as to be your guide. Now, some spirit protective spirits are assigned to you, some pick you, and yours was he picked you. But I would tell you to go ahead and write down the name I gave you, because 5 minutes from now I won't know what it is because it wasn't for me to know. My great sister Lee taught me that. It used to bug the hell out of me that I just saw this spirit and told me everything. Then somebody asked me 5 minutes later, "What'd you say?" I'm like, I don't know.
You said Henry Odom. Right.
Henry Odom, thank you. Yes.
It's because when I was a child, nobody believed me. They all told me I had an imagination, that, things I was seeing were not there. And it was just, as a child, it's just you tend to think, oh, maybe I'm not right. Maybe I do have an imagination. Maybe. So for many years, I just kept blocking. I'd see things, but I'd be like, no, it's not there. I'm crazy. But it's been in the past few years, and especially this past year, working with Sam Balchusis a lot, that I finally learned I can do this. I can let it go. Finally be free.
You know what I tell
Wow.
everybody is, okay, once you embrace the gifts that were given to you, because we did not ask for them, once you embrace it, they come so much easier. It's like that fear goes away, that doubt goes away. And try being a kid growing up in the South, where we're in the middle of the Bible Belt. If people even knew that I had gifts, it's like, okay, he's son of the devil. He's this devil worshiper, or he's batshit crazy. One of the two.
Mm-hmm. I grew up
nobody.
Southern Baptist
Same thing. Yeah, fire and
Sunday morning,
brimstone
Sunday night, Wednesday night, Friday night for youth
every time.
meetings.
Yep.
I went to church almost every day.
Yep.
Yeah, Tracy says in our chat room, as children, I think we're all told it was our imagination. Oh no, not me. No,
Nope. I knew.
I didn't get that. It's not an opportunity, but
really.
That didn't happen to me. What happened to me was pretty interesting. She said, "So you're about 4 years old. Soon this will happen, and you'll be able to see this, or you might not. You might be able to just feel it, but this is what you'll have happen." And I'm thinking that angels will be the first thing to speak to you. And when this happens, I want you to be thinking about what you're going to say, how you're going to handle it. And I thought, what is she talking about? I was 4 and I can remember, her leaving, and I went to my mom and was like, Mama, is Mama Jenny okay?
Yeah.
But she said, yeah, that's the way it came out. And then when it happened, I had been thinking about it. And so it all came about for me very, very, it was a very sentimental moment. And I've had,
I'm sorry, go ahead, Lee.
that's all right. I was just going to say, when it happened, my mom called Mama Jenny, and she had one of those great big phones, with the antenna that came way up. I remember because she she was standing in the doorway of my bedroom, and when she turned, that antenna whacked the wall, and she was like, "Oh, I think I messed up the phone." And my dad's like, "Judy, get off the phone. You're going to tear it up." And it wasn't, but just in no time, Mama Jenny was there, and she had gone through the McDonald's drive-thru and gotten some ice cream sundaes. And we sat down and we talked about it. And
that's when the ice cream machines used to work.
Yeah, back then. Yeah. That was a good one. Oh my goodness. What a great show, y'all.
I didn't know a lot until after my mother passed, right around when she passed, that she did cards and she did Greek coffee the coffee ground readings.
Yes, I love that. Tea leaf readings.
So, and then come to find out, my grandmother had it. My great grandmother had it. I look at Greek coffee. I'm like, I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot of dots down in there.
I had an aunt that was a medium, and she saw a lot, but she was kind of like,
it ran at your side. Yeah.
And it's like, so I blocked out for so many years, and just being able to now like realize that I have this and I'm allowed to have this.
Yep. And now you can enjoy having it.
You have this. So like we talk about spirit guides. I have not figured out mine yet. And
hold on.
Yes, Blaine, I knew this would happen. This is why I didn't tell you anything else about these two.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Come to me. Okay.
While he's thinking of that.
Okay, yours. Give me your full name.
My full married name? Candace Doreen Fetters.
Come on, do me more. She was assigned to you. by somebody, one of your generational past, but they were friends with her, and that they had other family members they had to go, but they're still there for you. Family members always there, 7 generations on both sides. But she was good friends with your mother's great grandmother, and they were best friends, and they had kids around the same time. They married around the same time, but they had known each other since they were young schoolgirls. So, and I think she died when she was like 47 of tuberculosis. Like she kept saying the word consumption, but I had to remember consumption is tuberculosis. But she does speak to you. You just got to open up and listen. She might come to you in a dream. She might just straight up talk in your ear, put a thought in your head. But she is very protective of you, and she loves doing it because you're not blood, but you're still family to her because her relationship with your ancestors.
And did you have a name for her?
I thought I just gave you the name.
Wait,
I didn't hear it.
You cut out a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, give it back to me. She didn't hear the name.
I didn't either. It did cut out.
I'm so sorry.
Nope, not your fault.
Okay, she gave it back to me. Allison Penderbrook.
Allison Penderbrook.
Wow.
That's so awesome. All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you.
So
You're welcome.
I think that is amazing when he comes out with names like this. He's always just spot on. But there is a female spirit talking to me, and she keeps saying this over and over. It's hilarious. In Dr. Seuss, it's Cindy Lou Who, okay. Well, she's saying no, who is Cindy Lou? Ask her, Cindy Lou. Who is Cindy Lou? You don't have a family member named Cindy Lou?
Not that I know of.
Lee, I'm picking up one of her family members.
Now she's not young. She's not young.
No, she's not.
But Cindy Lou.
We didn't know a whole lot of my mother's side of the family.
That
Her
makes sense.
mother
She's definitely older than us.
Yeah.
Cindy Lou is older than us. She's knocking on the door of 70.
Yeah, I
something town. I'm assuming she lives near you.
Cindy Lou. Cindy Lucia?
That's probably
that's her. That's the name
Cindy
of this
Lucia died of cancer. She was an EMT with us. That's all I get to when you said Cindy Lou. I'm thinking Cindy Lucia.
Okay.
That's the one.
That's weird. I didn't think she liked me much.
Well, she's here.
That's one of the things that we're blessed that we get to tell people like stuff like this. It's so satisfying for me and Lee to pick up on something. As I've honestly, I wouldn't know y'all from Adam's House Cat until tonight.
Right.
So there's no way I could have looked up this stuff, and plus I'm too lazy for one reason to look anything up anyways.
Well, thank you for everything.
No, you're welcome. See, I told you gifts keep on giving. Y'all give to the children. This is our gift to you guys, and it helps with children as well. So that's the most satisfying thing that I could ever help somebody with. Like I said, I'll remember it 5 minutes from now. I'm surprised she retold me her name, because usually I'll get it one time and they're like, done with you. But that was the first time that I heard her come back and just say, it's this. I'm like, thank you.
Do you know a Carrie or Corey?
My daughter's name is Corey.
Okay, so I'm getting this one too in the ear. A lady talking about a Carrie or Corey and wanting hugs or
One's
something.
up in New York.
That was Claudia
Oh,
up in
okay.
New York. Yeah.
Different name.
Yep. No, yeah. Corey's my daughter.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, somebody from the other side is sending her kisses and hugs and love, and
That
yeah,
girl needs it.
we all do. We all do.
Well, she just got her first apartment with her boyfriend and her son, so
Oh,
it's a
okay.
big difference for them.
Maybe
News
that's
rush.
why.
It's a news rush.
Yeah, that's
Not living with a
sweet.
parent anymore with your child and your boyfriend.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Peter.
Wow.
Peter.
Peter's our son.
Wow, they're just popping in tonight, Lee. I'm serious. I mean, before you get Peter out of your mouth, I'm like, got that big name in the middle of my head.
Well,
You look like you're about to say
Lee
something.
it's my
It's like
son
Lee
and my
after
grandfather.
Peter.
And his grandfather's Peter.
Oh, well, he's the
Wow.
one. He's the one. He's the
You're
one
right.
that must have been talking to me, because he was saying something about Peter, and Peter knows best. And I think that's, he was letting you know it's him by calling you that. But what he's saying is, you know how you raised her, how good of a dad you've been, and both of you,
But
So
his grandfather, who is Peter, was also a Santa.
maybe he's gonna make the rounds with you this year.
Yep.
He's got a great voice. He sounds like Santa. I'm gonna have to call you guys for my grandbabies, okay?
Sure
yeah.
thing. We'll do video.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. So
That
I
would
have.
be, I want video of that, Lee, because I'd
Oh
love to
yeah.
see my niece's faces light up.
Yes.
Well, Blaine, you can always have your nieces call us too. We'll set something up.
We set something
I
up.
know the only problem
Like
is
a video?
like mine. They're either real old, because I'm the oldest of five. My daughter is 35 and my granddaughter's 15, so she don't believe no more.
We
Yeah.
go from the youngest I've had a week old that we've
nice.
held for pitches, and the oldest has been 99.
You know what? I will try to set something up with you guys, because I forgot my brother Spencer, who's my youngest brother. He's got a son that's 10 and his daughter's like 6.
Oh, how wonderful!
And she just went and made her Christmas list Saturday while we were at the football game. So,
I really wish you guys were closer. I'm having
I know.
I'm doing the Polar Express here. We have a train depot from 1915, and I'm going to set it up like the Polar Express inside. And a friend of mine, I hope Margie's still listening, we're going to decorate her van like it's a train.
Oh, awesome.
And so the kids can take a ride in the train, the train,
Aw.
and then come back and have hot chocolate, and we're going to dance and watch the Polar
Sweet.
Express. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Another lady in town, they just recently opened a coffee dessert shop. And so I'm going to pitch her and see if she'll let me. Maybe she'll come and, have cookies or something. It'll be fun. All right. Do you like pickles?
Now that we've taken over the whole show.
No. Do you like pickles?
Yes.
I love pickles, and there's a thing called a chamoy pickle kit. Okay.
Wow. I never heard of that stuff before.
Let me tell you, you're going to love this. Okay. I would love for all of us to get a chamoy pickle kit some way. You can get it on Amazon. You can order it off TikTok, but it's a chamoy pickle. Okay. And it's red because it's got some flavoring to it that's sweet. I'm assuming like a cherry. And then you put a fruit roll up around it, or salsa getty, which is sweet. And then you put Takis or rolled tortilla chips in it. Then they have Tajin or chili powder, and then chamoy sauce. And you put all of that on there.
Ulcer waiting to happen
I
right there.
would so eat that.
No,
And everybody is talking about how great it is. Go on TikTok.
Y'all eat
and-
them for me, because I don't like sweet pickles, and I can't eat the cocky things or so. Y'all have fun with those.
I'll have to pass on the Takis because it's too hot. But I thought we could all take a bite out of it, chamoy pickle.
You can take my
and
bite
see.
for me, Lee. How about that?
Okay. And I'm also going to do a bourbon tasting on here.
Now that I'll do with you.
Yeah. So what I would like to do is find a way to order these things from a local liquor store and have you go pick it up. And then we can all get together on here and then we can taste it. What I would like for them to do at the thing is take duct tape and tape up the label so you can't see it. And then we can go bottle A, bottle B, bottle C, and we can all taste it and decide which one we like. And I'll send you a cigar. Derek, do you do cigars?
No, I used to. I gotta take care of my wife. She's all I got left, right?
I understand. She's a beauty
Well, see, Lee,
too.
I will take that cigar. It means you will
Yeah.
send me. I love it.
Christopher, do you like cigars?
No, I can't smoke because I have lung issues.
Well,
You
a
don't
friend of
inhale a
mine,
cigar.
yeah, from what I understand, certain ones with bourbon, you just kind of put it in your mouth and it makes a really great taste.
Yes, it does.
So, hey, Vicky, my publisher Vicky is in the house. She's
Vicky.
saying hi. We're about to have to fold. I'm going to send you guys a link for a chamoy pickle kit so you can see what the heck it is. It's on Amazon, Blaine. I want you just to see the crazy. Maybe
I'll go
we should
look
have
at
your granddaughter on. Let's send
I
her
know.
one and let her eat it for you. That's
work.
hilarious.
Well, we need to definitely bring her back on. She's a trip. She's 15 years old. Just
She's
so
gorgeous.
happy. She
Oh.
is like so proud her grandpa does this show
Yes.
that we wrote a book and she bragged to all her friends. So
Aw.
she basically has all her friends watch our show every week. They go buy every book that Lee puts out or I put out. They go buy them all. They're like fanatics.
She runs our
watching Lee.
fan club.
She runs our fan club. It's like
Aw.
she's so into this. And now she's like a little celebrity because all her friends know her grandpa was on TV, that he has a friend that had a TV show and they do a radio show together. She's just like, she's
Well,
so
she-
happy. It just makes
she-
me,
She was a co-host on here and she killed it.
yeah.
She rocked it.
Yeah. She
I think-
loved it. She just ate it up. And then she was asking these great questions. We had the guy that owns where the old Sharon Tate house was, where the Manson murders first
Ooh.
occurred. But yeah, she lives from California. And she was like, and David just loved her. He's like, you and your grandfather can come up here anytime you want to. Just let me know when you're coming. I'll open the house up. We'll go investigate. I'm like,
Yes.
that's a ticket there.
It is. Also, I wanted to make an announcement real quick before we run out of time. Come this month, okay, a month of November, what I would very much like to do, we might have to move it to December, Blaine. I don't know yet, but we're looking for tell me your ghost story as the name of the show.
Yeah,
Tell me
definitely.
your ghost story. And so I'm looking for people that have had their very first paranormal experience or they've had one that has been life-changing. I'm looking for those stories that maybe they have evidence, maybe they don't, but I'm looking for people that have those stories that could come on and talk about it. And we're probably going to do 2 per show. And so maybe you guys could come back and be a guest co-host with us and ask them questions.
Sounds
Absolutely,
like fun.
Oh, we'd love to have you guys back. I had a blast. with you.
Reverend Maddie's here and says, have a great show. Have a great night. Thank you, Reverend.
Thank you, Rev.
Thank you, Rev.
No, we've enjoyed having you guys. It was like,
Oh, thank
you
you.
taught me something tonight that I've been thinking on for a long time, and it finally made sense when you said what you said about Metatron. I'm like, finally, it comes to me. Thank you so much.
When you start digging into sacred geometry and Metatron, there's so much out there. And I never
know.
even saw the book that Latrina just sent us earlier that someone sent her. So now I got to go read another 300 pages.
342.
Most
That's
of the
okay.
other,
You let me. I'll read every word of it.
Yes,
Well-
yes.
Blaine, you can get my information from Latrina if you ever want to chat sometime and talk more
Oh,
about
anytime, my friend. Heck
know.
yeah, I work from home, so
And
I
Latrina,
can
we'll
chat
send you
with
we'll send you the new Metatron.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And I'll send you guys our dowsing rods, the ones that Blaine made and that type of thing. And also, I would like
one for each of them.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
How
I've got
far
to
guys from each other.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, that's me and Lee are the barter kings. We did a con in Alabama. It's like, I think we barely sold anything, but we traded so much that we got some good stuff back, and they got good stuff. So it was like
it was wonderful.
It was a win-win for all of us.
Yes.
If
also,
we send stuff to Latrina, you guys close enough you can hand off.
Yeah,
he's in Alabama.
I'm gonna actually see Lee not this Friday, but the following Friday on the 17th. So I will be in South Carolina. Yeah.
Let me see if I can get a couple made up and shipped off.
Thank you so much. Woo-hoo. So I need to send you guys. I do too. I'll send you some dowsing rods and I'll send you some church glass. Not dowsing rods, sacred intent pendulums.
Pendulums.
Yeah.
Come on.
I made all these by hand. Now I have to thank Lee and Matt for getting me the arrowheads that went on these. So not only did the chief of the South Carolina tribe, all the people went to the sacred fire, blessed them. Lee and Matt blessed them. I blessed them again. And then they just, the energy level of those things, where do you feel one? It's just like, just pure good energy. It's like having your favorite meal or seeing your grandkids do something funny that makes you laugh. But that euphoria, that off the energy of those things is just amazing.
Combine that with the Metatron symbols and
yes, I know, huh?
Ooh.
You know what? That gives me an idea. I'm gonna send you
here we go.
It's the engineer in me. I'm already thinking 17 miles down the road.
I love it. I love it.
Let me take some measurements on the new one we just created.
Yeah.
And maybe I can make a stand that has a hole in the center.
Yeah.
You can actually clip on. Maybe I can make another a yes no board, yes no maybe to go on top that we can clip onto it.
Ooh, how sweet.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, this has been an awesome show. Golly. Lee, I got to thank you and y'all for coming on. Lee always has the best guests, and me and Lee has done radio together and separate on different radio stations throughout the years. But it's funny, we always end up back being on each other's shows, or we're doing our shows now. So I'm just blessed to have Lee as my sister. And I'm blessed that you guys come on the show tonight.
I love it.
Like so cool.
Well, listen, go ahead and get ready because I'm going to try to sell some of these for you. I've got some students and family and friends that's watching the show. Please pass the show. If you're watching the show, please hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channels. We've got the Haunted Syndicate. We've got Family Spirit 96. Make sure that you follow the link that I posted for these guys and their lovely Facebook page. Support your local crafters and authors and psychics. Thank you very much.
Yes.
So I want to throw this out there really quick. I've seen a lot of people talking about smudging, and it's a traditional ceremony among Native Americans and other indigenous cultures. And I want to remind you, the reason why we smudge is because I know this is a little sidebar here, but being that it's, Native American month, I just wanted to throw this out there, and I'll try to do this more throughout the month of November. But the reason why that these tribes and indigenous people over the many centuries have used smudging is because the medicine that is in the sage or the sweetgrass or the cedar or the lavender or the pine, it's actually a medicine. Okay. The sweet grass attracts positive energies and sweetness. The sage removes negative energy. It also removes pain. It also will, if you make a tea of it or you smoke it or whatever, it will get rid of a migraine. Cedar wards off sickness. Lavender brings spiritual blessing. Lavender is also the closest thing to a female pheromone that you can find And it is the base of Chanel number 5, which is why
Yep.
that's so wonderful. So when you are doing smudging, remember that these herbs are naturally created by our creator, and the medicine that it has in this realm, it also has in the next dimension and the next and the next. So
Well,
as
Lee,
you're
also
smudging,
too, at least all too, with sage, it does everything Lee said, but it also kills bad bacteria that can make you sick. So it actually cleans
yes,
out your air. So it's
yes.
scientifically proven. So this stuff has been used for eons and it works. So hey,
So you can use sage oil
mhm.
in a bottle of water. If you want to add something great, add a little orange oil. You can use that in conjunction with an oil in order to use a furniture polish, or you can put it in water and use it to clean with.
Mhm.
Another natural thing you can clean with is vinegar. Vinegar and
Yes.
baking soda is highly effective and very greatly underestimated. But I
Mhm.
want to remind you guys that many tribes consider tobacco the most sacred plant in smudging ceremony because it removes both negative energies and replenishes the positive. And
Mhm.
all of the herbs that I've just talked about is usually what is used as a tobacco. So be sure if you use it to don't use plastic with a sage or sweetgrass or whatever bundle that those are called torches. Don't do that because it will melt. Get something that's fireproof like a shell or something like that. And remember to thank the spirits that learned these lessons many eons ago as you follow their traditions. So I'm going to do a smudging prayer tonight. And thank you all for listening. Again, please smash that subscribe button and go visit our friends on their Facebook page. And thank you for watching. Okay, may your hands be cleansed that they may create beautiful things. May your feet be cleansed that they may take you where you most need to be. May your heart be cleansed that you may hear its message clearly. May your throat be cleansed that you might speak rightly when the words are needed. May your eyes be cleansed that you might see the signs and wonders of the world. May this person and this space be washed clean by the smoke of the most fragrant plants, and may the smoke carry our prayers spiraling to heaven. Thank you for listening to Family Spirit International.
Thank
Thank you.
you for
Thank
inviting
you.
Thank
us.
y'all so much for
Having
being
us.
on. And Candy, that was funny. Laughing, burying your popping